Okay, I'll try and keep this as brief as I can because everyone is asleep at the moment downstairs. I'll keep it as quiet as I can. But I've been looking at the different CPU coolers that are available right now, and I'm trying to decide which one to go for my next build. I think in terms of what I've seen though, I've narrowed it down to two choices now. I would say the new Pro series of CPU cores from Corsair, but no, not for me. More because of the mounting mechanism for AMD. If I was going for Intel, no problem, I would have gone for it. But the AMD mounting I'm not too keen about personally, so that's what's putting me off. I mean, and also the RGB LEDs, again, they're a bit too dominating, a bit too bright for me personally, so that's why I wouldn't go for something like that myself. But sorry, I'm a little bit itchy, I don't know why. But their previous Corsair coolers, lots of people have gone for them because they like the reliability of it and the overall aesthetics, the low noise pump, the fans. Obviously, I would swap out the fans anyway because who uses standard fans with a CPU cooler anyway? Unless it's not to all be quiet, that's fine. But in terms of what I've seen there, their software's pretty intuitive with their Corsair Link. I can monitor the temperature of the CPU very nicely and a couple of other aspects as well. I can't remember exactly what. I could dial in all the fan curves and everything else I need to do. Everything's all fine through the software. But the other one is EVGA's CPU cooler, the CLC 280, literally closed loop cooler. The reason why I was thinking about that one is because I like EVGA as a company. I've always used their power supplies, which is in my current system, and their graphics cards, and not gonna lie, they've been rock solid. And that's why I've been waving towards their CLC 280 cooler for the new build. And in case you're wondering, I'm going to be putting it in the front of the case, so that's going to be why I've gone with the 280. So it's got a nice big surface area for the fans to push all the nice cool air through the radiator, and then that'll be pretty good for temperatures. And it's been tested on Bitwit by Kyle, so we know the results are concrete on that one. But from what I can tell, their flow control software, not great. For some reason it seems to be buggy when monitoring CPU temperatures. You can measure the coolant temperature but not CPU temperature. I don't know how it's going to work properly. I think some other aspects of the flow software is a little bit buggy as well. But again, I don't really know what to go with. I don't know whether to go with Corsair because everyone's gone for them, or to go with EVGA because I personally trust EVGA products, even though both products have their flaws. Corsair being some reliability issues and EVGA with the flow control software. But I do believe though, if I went with a Corsair cooler, I could control it better through the software and link up so many other devices. So say for instance, I could control the fans on the CPU cooler independently in some aspects. I could say add lighting if I wanted to with their Command Pro unit, and actually have multiple devices connected up, including like a digital power supply if I went with a Corsair power supply. But so that's that aspect. But the hardware side of EVGA have been top notch. I mean, I love their graphics cards, I love the power supplies. I'm even thinking of going with an EVGA power supply for this build. So that's how much I really trust EVGA a lot. But with their cooler, I'm not too sure. I've seen reviews, and the reviews have been top notch, absolutely stellar for this CLC 280. But I actually really want to hear from other users' experience with it, what they think of it, is there anything I should look out for, and so on and so forth. That's what I really need to know. So if anyone out there has got an EVGA CLC, tell me about it. Is it any good? Because I am thinking of doing some overclocking with this next system. But is it any good? Same with the Corsair ones as well. If the Corsair one's good, then let me know. If the EVGA one is good, then let me know. Let me know which one is actually going to be better for me personally. And I'm now realising I'm actually getting very tired. I actually look like I'm drunk on the video, but I'm not. I'm just really tired, and I'm going to go to bed. So it's really late. I'm going to leave it at that. So which one should I go with in the long run? Corsair or EVGA? The ones I've been looking at in particular, Corsair H115i, the original, not the Pro, and EVGA's CLC 280. Which one do I go with? Anyone who has them, let me know what your experience is.